Alright, chaps and chapesses, here's your guide through worlds where everything's got a personal vendetta against your face. Today we're packing our bags and enough bandages to mummify a troll for a grim holiday to Avalon. Forget fluffy bunnies or knights in shining armour. This Avalon is about as welcoming as a tax collector with a grudge and twice as likely to ruin your day. We're diving into the dark, twisted, utterly addictive world of Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. If you're an RPG nut who loves stories thicker than a dragon's diary, an open world that'll chew you up faster than an ogre at an all-you-can-eat buffet, and gameplay that'll make your brain sweat more than a dwarf in a sauna, then buckle up. This ain't a cosy stroll in the shower, it's a help, I'm lost in a Celtic nightmare and my torch is flickering kind of vibe. Blending Arthurian legend with myths darker than a necromancer's Tinder profile. Sound fun? You bet your last scrap of mouldy bread it is. And if you love plunging into worlds that want to smash you into next week, then smash those subscribe and like buttons like a goblin's kneecaps and whack the notification bell like it stole your best loot. We're a brand new channel with only 75 godlike subscribers, so join them and transcend into godhood among the other silver arrow deities. So what is this Tainted Grail thingamajig? Let's cut to the chase. Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon isn't just a fancy title to freak out your nan at game night. It's an open world RPG that slunks out of the shadows on the 23rd of May. It's crafted by Questline and published by Awaken Realms. You know, the folks behind the board game that spark more family feuds than mislabeled Tupperware at a potluck. This digital beast lives on Steam, PlayStation 5 and Xbox, serving up a story richer than a Lannister, several mechanics that'll have you hoarding crusty bed like it's gold, and a world that remembers you screwed up better than your mum when you forgot to call her on her birthday. It's less frolic through the meadows and more sprint from a demon while praying you don't trip over your own sword. The story. Avalon's got issues. Big, weird issues. The story. Oh mate, this is where Tainted Grail flexed like a bard who swapped his loot for steroids. Picture King Arthur tales but directed by a goth version of Tim Burton after a bad breakup. Avalon, the so-called island paradise, is dying faster than a bard's ego when the crowd stops clapping. A creepy force called the Wyrddness, yes that's right, the Wyrddness, is slithering around the land, turning it from being like a beautiful elven garden to one where someone's been using it as a chemical toilet. Those giant menhir statues, the magical bouncers keeping the Wyrddness at bay, well, their glow's fading faster than a cheap torch in a storm. There's no Cape Crusader with a shampooed commercial mane, not yet anyway. You'll just be some poor sod trying not to become a monster's mid-morning snack. But as Avalon spirals into chaos, you're all roped into a quest to unveil the Wyrddness, kick it back to wherever cursed hole it crawled out of and figure out if this island's got any hope left. Your choices shape everything, and trust me, the game loves serving up dilemmas tougher than choosing between a cursed amulet and a dodgy kebab. It's grim, gritty, and more gripping than a mimic pretending to be your favourite chair. Gameplay. How not to die. Well, immediately. Exploration. Avalon's a massive Misty death trap, about as safe as juggling chainsaws. You'll poke around foggy forests, crumbling ruins, and caves so quiet that you can hear your own bad decisions echoing. The world's built to suck you in. Every shiny treasure comes with a side of, oh shit, that's a trap. Combat. Combat's a brain-busting mix of chess, grandmaster strategy, and smash it till it stops moving energy. Swords, axes, go medieval lumberjack, bows, slight like Robin Hood with an attitude problem. Magic? Sure, but cast carefully or you'll singe your own eyebrows off. Or just choose to sneak past like you're dodging an awkward family reunion. Every fight's a gamble, so you better think fast or you'll be monster kibble. Character progression. Getting stronger. Or not. Survive a few quests and you'll go from squishy nobody to slightly less squishy, maybe hero. Level up stats, unlock perks to play as a sneaky backstabber or a walking tank, and craft gear that doesn't look like it fell off a goblin's laundry line. Crafting's huge. You'll be hoarding resources like a dragon with a coupon obsession, making weapons that hit like a troll's temper tantrum or potions that might just save your hide. day-night cycles and the weirdness. The day-night cycle isn't just for pretty views. Daytime, weirdness light, as I like to call it, great for scavenging without too many teeth in your face, but then night falls, the weirdness throws a rave, and it gets aggressive. Menhirs are your safe havens, like magical pubs in a zombie flick, but their lights are fading. Venture out after dark and you're basically auditioning for Monster Chow of the Week. Manage your time or you'll be lunch faster than you can say, I should have stayed home. The Open World, a travel brochure of despair and of discovery. Tainted Grail's world is sprawling. Please Don't Eat Me sandbox splits into 3 massive zones that unlock as you dig deeper into the story. Misty Horns of the South, your starter zone, more rugged than a troll slayer's haircut and teaching you how not to die in 5 minutes flat. Cuanacht Village, the last bastion of civilization, like a pub that's seen better days but still serves questionable ale. It's a hub, but trouble's always brewing. Forlorn Swords, a haunted wasteland where even the shadows have trust issues. Only the brave, or bonkers, tread there without a full arsenal. Beyond fighting, you can fish for mutated piranhas with a grudge, forge weapons sharper than a bard's wit, brew potions that might make you glow or explode, cook food that's only mildly depressing, mine shiny rocks or farm vegetables that just stare back at you. It's like building a sandcastle while a tsunami of doom looms on the horizon. Narrative structure. Your choices matter. No, really, they do. The storyline is a twisted maze of moral quicksand. Your choices aren't just window dressing, they reshape the world like a sledgehammer to a sandcastle. Pick a side in a faction feud, and the losers might turn your skull into a goblet. Sacrifice something for the greater good, you'll cry yourself to sleep. With over 250 NPCs to chat with, or accidentally offend, and 200 side quests from Find My Runaway Goat to Stop the End of the World yet again. You'll be drowning in choices stickier than a beekeeper's handshake. It's a narrative so gripping you'll forget what sunlight looks like. Survival aspects. Every day is a scramble for your life. Survival in Tainted Grail makes Bear Grylls look like he's glamping. It's not just about smashing monsters, you're hoarding food, water and the light like a doomsday prepper on a budget. Nighttime when the weirdness turns the world into a monster's buffet, and if the menhirs are dim, you're basically wielding a free lunch sign. Risk versus reward is constant, like betting your last health potion on a dodgy treasure map. The final verdict. Should you brave the weirdness? That's a whirlwind tour of Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon, a game that's part Arthurian, epic, part Celtic horror, and part Why Is My Face Always in Peril? If you crave an RPG that grabs your soul and yeets it into the dark, choice heavy story with a world so hostile that'll make a dragon look cuddly, this is your game. It's unforgettable, like the time you tried to taste the rainbow with expired potions. So are you brave enough to face the weirdness and save Avalon before it unravels like a goblin's knitting project? Drop your survival plans in the comments. Links to Steam, PlayStation and Xbox are in the description because I'm nicer than a healer with an extra potion. If I'm watching this back, I hope it reminds me why I love this twisted adventure. Maybe we'll meet in the weirdness. Bring a sword and a therapist. Thanks for watching, you absolute legends. Smash that thumbs up, it helps more than a shiny new shield, and subscribe, clang the bell, or you'll miss the next Celtic quest. Stay safe and don't get too weird.